When it comes to retirement, topics that cause the most confusion, Social Security taxation, it's right up there at the top of the list. Now, I've seen people stare at me like I just started speaking a different language, or maybe they saw a ghost. Now, when it comes to this topic, it's confusing, and I get it. The rules feel complicated, the terminology feels technical, and the taxes feel, well, nobody likes taxes. But here's the good news. Once you understand the basic framework, Social Security taxation becomes a whole lot less mysterious. I'm Darren Shambly, a certified financial planner. Let's break this down clearly and simply, without any jargon, and hopefully with a little humor to help us all stay awake. When people ask, Darren, is Social Security taxed? The answer is, it depends. Now, I know that's everyone's least favorite answer, but it's true. Some people end up paying no tax on their Social Security benefits. Some people pay tax on a portion of their benefits, and some people pay tax on a larger portion. What determines that comes down to something called combined income, which is just the government's way of saying, we want to look at all the money coming in, not just your Social Security. Combined income includes a few things: your adjusted gross income, any non-taxable interest you might have, and half of your Social Security benefit. Add those up, and that's what determines how much of your Social Security is taxable. And let me be clear, taxable doesn't mean taxed twice. It means a percentage of your Social Security becomes part of your taxable income. That's an important distinction. Now, the next question I hear all the time is, why does this seem so complicated? And the honest answer is, because the rules were created decades ago and they weren't designed in the simplest, most intuitive way. But the structure hasn't changed much over the years, which actually helps us plan ahead with more confidence. Here's what surprises most people. Your Social Security is not taxed in isolation. It's taxed depending on what other income you have. That means your withdrawals from retirement accounts, your pension income, part-time work, rental income, all of it can influence how much of your Social Security will become taxable. So planning around these rules can make a big difference in your overall tax picture. Now let me give you an example, not with exact numbers, just an idea of how it's going to work. Imagine someone who takes a large withdrawal from a retirement account in a single year. Even though that withdrawal has nothing to do with Social Security, it can increase the portion of Social Security that becomes taxable. It's like dropping a big rock into a very small pond. The splash affects everything around it. On the flip side, there are strategies that can help reduce how much of your Social Security is taxed. For example, spreading withdrawals over more years instead of taking large lump sums, or coordinating when you tap into your Roth accounts versus taxable accounts, or planning your Social Security timing so your income is structured in a way that works for you rather than against you. These aren't tricks. They're simply ways to be thoughtful about how your income flows in retirement. Now, one thing I want to make sure everyone understands: Social Security taxation is not a penalty. It's not something you did wrong. It's just part of the system, and many retirees end up paying some level of tax on their benefits. The key is not avoiding tax at all costs. The key is managing taxes over time so you keep more of your income for you. Another question I get a lot is, does where I live affect how my Social Security is taxed? And the answer is yes. Depending on the state, some states tax Social Security benefits and some don't. Now here in Tennessee, they do not tax Social Security, and for many retirees, that's a welcome relief. But federal taxation still applies based on your income, regardless of where you live. And then we get to the big misconception. Darren, I heard Social Security might be taxed at a higher rate soon. Should I be worried? Look, Social Security news makes headlines all the time. But the rules we're talking about today are the rules as they currently stand, and those are the rules we plan around. If things change in the future, and tax laws do change from time to time, good planning stays adaptable. The goal isn't to predict the future, It's to build a strategy that works under today's rules and can be adjusted as needed. At the end of the day, Social Security taxation is all about coordination, how your income fits together, how your withdrawals are structured, and how your retirement plan supports the lifestyle you want. When you have a strategy, the confusion disappears and you start making decisions from a place of confidence instead of uncertainty. If you want help understanding how Social Security fits into your tax picture and how to create a retirement income plan that works for you, use the link below to schedule a conversation. And if you found this video helpful, take a look at this next video that I have for you. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And together, we can put your retirement on cruise control.